up to the last lecture we completed the quadratic equations. हालांकि उसके word problems बाकी है, but for the word problems we need the more interaction between the teacher and student. Actually teaching is the process of interaction. Okay, but unfortunately हमको ये सब online लेना पड़ रहा है. So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि we'll see the word problem later. जब क्लास स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे तब word problem हम स्टडी करेंगे. नाउ वी स्टार्टिंग द न्यू चैप्टर, और जिस चैप्टर में आपको भी मज़ा आएगा और इजी चैप्टर है, आप घर पे बैठे बैठे भी कर सकते हैं इसको. थोड़ा बहुत मैंने अगर आपको हिंट्स भी दे दिए, कुछ फार्मूले वो प्रूव करके दिए, तो ऑन दैट बेस वी कैन सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन बिकॉज टोटल क्वेश्चंस आर बेस्ड अपॉन द फार्मूलेज. सो स्टार्टिंग द न्यू चैप्टर, द नेम ऑफ चैप्टर इज द कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री. सो स्टार्टिंग द कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री, राइट, द कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री. Coordinate geometry. What do you mean by coordinate? If you, we know this is the given plane. Any smooth flat surface is the plane. ये plane है. Okay. If I am drawing a horizontal line, it divides the plane into two parts. Upper part and lower part. That is half plane. Okay. If you draw in the vertical line, or you know the horizontal line is called as the x-axis. Horizontal line is called as the x-axis. Parallel to the earth surface is horizontal line, and in geometry it is called as the x-axis. Vertical line perpendicular to the earth surface is the vertical line. Okay, it is called as the y-axis. Where the x-axis and y-axis intersect to each other, that intersecting point is called as the origin. इसको क्या बोलेंगे हम? Origin. This one is the origin. Okay. So toward the right side of the origin, this is the positive x-axis, and toward the left side, it is negative x-axis denoted by the x dash. Up positive axis, down negative y-axis. Okay. So every point on the positive x-axis is related to the positive x coordinates. On the left with negative x coordinates. Above positive y coordinates. Below negative y coordinates, means negative number. Okay. Suppose I am taking the any one point here. Okay. So you divide the given plane into four parts. Every part is the 1/4, that is called as a quarter. Rectangular quadrant system है, that's why it is called as a quadrant. Every part is the quadrant. Every part is called as a quadrant. And by taking anti-clockwise direction, we are taking it as a first quadrant. इसको क्या बोलेंगे हम? First quadrant. This one is the second quadrant. This is the third quadrant, and this one is the fourth quadrant. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. These are the four quadrants. Are you got it? So, if I am taking the any one point, okay, I don't know the plotting of point, you already know it. Okay, if I am taking this point with it, x-axis, its x coordinate is positive. If you taking toward the y-axis, it is correlated with the y-axis. Okay, so y coordinate is also positive. So it means that if any one point lies in a first quadrant, its x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is also positive. X and y both are positive. Listen and keep in mind, x coordinate is also called as the abscissa. X coordinate is also called as the abscissa, and y coordinate is called as the ordinate. इसको क्या बोलते हैं हम? Ordinate बोलते हैं. X coordinate को abscissa बोलते हैं और y coordinate को क्या बोलते हैं? Ordinates बोलते हैं. Okay? So इसका मतलब abscissa and ordinates are positive if point lies in a first quadrant. इसका मतलब x coordinate भी positive है और y coordinate भी positive. If it is goes in a second quadrant, it is related to negative x axis. इसका मतलब x coordinate क्या आएगा इसका negative. If you take it toward the y, it is positive. तो इसका मतलब y coordinate क्या है positive. If point lies in a second quadrant, its x coordinate is negative and y coordinate is positive. If you move toward the third quadrant, its x coordinate is negative, correct? And y coordinate is also negative. If point lies in the third quadrant, its x and y both coordinates are negative. If you move toward the fourth quadrant, it is related to positive x-axis. इसका मतलब x coordinate क्या है positive. It is related to negative axis. इसका मतलब y coordinate क्या है negative. So if point lies in fourth quadrant, its y coordinate is negative and x coordinate is positive. Okay. So taking the quadrant and coordinates. Okay. Suppose I am taking here the quadrant and here sign of coordinates. Obviously, first we taking the x coordinate and second we taking as a y coordinate. If it lies in the first quadrant, x coordinate is positive, y coordinate is also positive. If point lies in second quadrant, x coordinate is negative, y coordinate is positive. If point lies in third quadrant, its x and y both are negative. If point lies in fourth quadrant, its x coordinate is positive and y coordinate is negative. Keep in mind. Have you got it? So, if point lies in first quadrant, x and y both are positive. If point lies in second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. If it lies in third quadrant, x and y both are negative. If it lies in fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. Is that clear? Okay. And ऐसा नहीं है compulsory. So, but possibilities again we taking. If I am taking the any one point, where it lies, it should be lies on the axis or in a quadrant. If it lies on the axis, it should be lies on x-axis or y-axis. If point lies on x-axis, its y coordinate is 0. And if it lies on y-axis, its x coordinate is 0. Listen and keep in mind, you will write it also. This is the very first point of coordinate geometry. Every point on x-axis has y coordinate 0. I repeat it, आपको लिखना है. Every point on x-axis has y coordinate 0. Is that clear? Second point. Every point on y-axis has x coordinate 0. Every point on y-axis has x coordinate 0. Is that clear? And what is the coordinates of origin? 0, 0 because it lies on both axes. It lies on x-axis and it lies on y-axis. So its coordinates are 0, 0. Have you got it? So if point lies in first quadrant, its x coordinate is positive, y is also positive. In second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. In third quadrant, both are x and y, that is abscissa and ordinates are negative. X coordinate is called abscissa, y coordinate is called as the ordinate. Okay? In fourth coordinate, x is positive, y is negative. Is that clear? And from that, okay, if once you know it, from that you can find out where the point lies, in which quadrant it lies, or on which axis it lies. Is that clear? Okay, write it carefully. And if once you know the coordinates of point, then our next target to find out the distance between the 2 points. To find out the distance between the 2 points. Distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. 2 पॉइंट का डिस्टेंस हमको फाइंड करना है. अब ये पॉसिबिलिटीज में देखेंगे. ओके, इट शुड बी लाइज ऑन द बोथ द पॉइंट्स लाइज ऑन द सेम एक्सिस. ऐसा हो सकता है ना? और दे नॉट लाइज ऑन एक्सिस. सो दे लाइज इन फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट, सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट, थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट, फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट. उसमें फिर से पॉसिबिलिटीज क्रिएट करेंगे और फाइनली हम देखेंगे डिस्टेंस फार्मूला. ओके, सो to finding the distance between 2 points, if they both lies on the same axis, suppose they lies on the x axis, जिसका x1 है और इसके x coordinate है x2, we know the point lies on x axis, its y coordinate is 0. Okay, suppose P has x coordinate x1 and Q has x coordinate x2, then distance between P and Q is equals to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate, x2 minus x1. If they lies, अब x axis पे हो सकते हैं, नहीं तो कहाँ हो सकते हैं? y axis. Suppose they lies on y axis. Okay, as like A and B, y2, y1. Okay, so distance between AB, or you can say length of AB, length of AB is equal to distance between two endpoints is the length of that segment. Length of AB is greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. ये हो गया फर्स्ट. अगर पॉइंट लाइज ऑन द एक्सिस, एक तो एक्सिस पे हो सकते हैं. सेकंड वन है पॉइंट्स नॉट लाइज ऑन द एक्सिस, एक्सिस पे नहीं हो. ओके, दे लाइज इन अ क्वार्टर. अब इसमें दो पॉसिबिलिटीज है. सेगमेंट जॉइनिंग दिस टू पॉइंट्स is either parallel to the one of the axis. For example, C and D points did not lies on the x-axis, but their coordinates are x3y, x4y. Y coordinate change नहीं हो सकता because it lies parallel to the x-axis. The line parallel to the x-axis has equation y is equals to k. ये आपको पता है, 9th में स्टडी हुआ है. The line parallel to the x-axis, y-axis has the equation x is equals to k. Toward the right side positive, toward the left side negative. अब positive down, negative ये आपको पता होना चाहिए और ये already study हुआ है. Okay, so y coordinate remains unchanged because it is parallel to the x-axis. अब इसमें क्या है? इसमें दो possibility है. एक तो segment joining these two points is parallel to one of the axis, or they are not parallel to one of any one axis. So it is parallel to the x-axis, CD parallel to the x-axis. So you have to join the CD, and यहाँ से हम अगर perpendicular draw करेंगे तो C का जो point है, तो x-axis को जहाँ पे touch करता है, उसका x coordinate तो x3 रहेगा, और D को हम यहाँ से perpendicular join कर रहे हैं, x4 रहेगा. What is the distance between them? x4 minus x3, and that quadrilateral is a rectangle. क्वाड्रिलेटरल क्या मिलेगा हमको? रेक्टेंगल. तो जितना सेगमेंट ये है उतना ही CD है. Therefore CD is equals to we get the x4 minus x3. क्या मिलेगा हमको? x4 minus x3. Suppose it is parallel to the y-axis. Parallel to the y-axis like this one. हम सेगमेंट RS लिखेंगे इसको. अब इसका जो है x कोऑर्डिनेट तो कॉमन रहेगा. ओके, चेंज हो सकता है y कोऑर्डिनेट. सपोज इट इज y4, x, y3, x, ऐसा आ सकता है y4, x. सो यहाँ से फिर से इसको ज्वाइन करेंगे टू फाइंडिंग द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन देम. यहाँ से परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ कर दिया था, y4, y3 आएगा. सो डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दिस टू इज आल्सो द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन RS, क्वाड्रिलेटरल रेक्टेंगल मिल रहा है हमको. सो RS इज इक्वल्स टू मिलेगा हमको y4 minus y3. याद कर तो क्लियर है. अब ऐसा भी हो सकता है the points not lies on the x-axis and y-axis, and the segment joining them is not parallel to any one of the axis. x-axis को भी parallel नहीं और y-axis को भी parallel नहीं. So suppose I am taking the segment AB. Okay, अब AB ना कि x-axis को parallel है ना कि y-axis को parallel है. तो A के कोऑर्डिनेट्स रहेंगे x1, y1 और B के कोऑर्डिनेट्स रहेंगे x2, y2 और इनका डिस्टेंस फाइंड करना है. Okay, and that is called as the distance formula. So distance between the points having coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2 is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square और ये हमको प्रूव करना है. Are you got it? And for that we using like this CD का x4 minus x3 है, RS का y4 minus y3 है, ये यूज हम करेंगे. Okay, so let us write the distance between the 2 points having coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2. Right? Distance formula. Distance between the 2 points having coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2. Having coordinates x1, y1 and x2, y2. Coordinates क्या है? x1, y1 and x2, y2. Okay. So I am taking here the distance formula. क्या बोलेंगे हम उसको? Distance formula. Right, the distance formula. इसको प्रूव करने वाले हैं. Distance formula. Okay. The distance between the points x1, y1 and x2, y2 is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Suppose I am taking the coordinates are points A and B are. Coordinates of the points A and B are. A के कोऑर्डिनेट्स है x1, y1. क्या कोऑर्डिनेट्स है? x1, y1 और B के कोऑर्डिनेट्स है x2, y2. Then distance between AB is equals to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay. So ये हमको प्रूव करना है. क्या करना है? ये प्रूव करना है. So for that I am taking perpendicular from A to x axis. This one is the x axis and this is the y axis. Okay. Where it intersect, that intersecting point is P. Its x coordinate is x1 and we know every point on x axis has y coordinate 0. So y coordinate is 0. और मैं B से perpendicular ले रहा हूँ. This one, ये परपेंडिकुलर ले लिया मैंने. अब इसको हमने नाम दे दिया Q. इसका y कोऑर्डिनेट क्या रहेगा? 0 और x कोऑर्डिनेट x2. x2 minus 0. फिर मैंने क्या कर दिया? यहाँ से परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ कर दिया. AC is perpendicular to B. Okay. So draw segment AP. Let coordinates of A x1, y1. Coordinates of B as a x2, y2. Okay. AP is perpendicular to x-axis. BQ is perpendicular to x-axis, and AC is perpendicular to B. P के coordinates क्या है? Therefore, coordinates of PQ are x1, 0 and coordinates of Q. Coordinates of P are x1, 0. Coordinates of Q are x2, 0. Therefore, PQ is equals to greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. That is the x2 minus x1. Okay? Why x2 is greater than x1? ये हमने study किया था. Okay? So PQ is equals to x2 minus x1. Similarly, we get the AC is equals to. Therefore, AC is equals to, क्योंकि quadrilateral APQC rectangle है. अब जितना PQ रहेगा उतना ही AC रहेगा. Therefore, AC is equals to x2 minus x1. Similarly, we get the, listen, अब यहाँ से हम परपेंडिकुलर लेंगे। ओके, अब हमने परपेंडिकुलर लिया था, इसका y कोऑर्डिनेट क्या रहेगा y1 और इसका y कोऑर्डिनेट रहेगा y2, y2 माइनस y1 रहेगा, दैट इज इक्वल टू BC। समझ में आ रहा है आपको, ये रेक्टेंगल क्रिएट हो जाएगा इसका। तो y2 minus y1 as a BC. Similarly, we get the BC is equals to y2 minus y1. Are you got it? हमको AC क्या मिला है x2 minus x1 और BC हमको मिला है y2 minus y1. Okay? So take the triangle ABC. कौन सा triangle स्टडी कर रहे हैं हम? ABC. So in triangle ABC, angle C is equals to 90 degree. एंगल C कितना है 90 डिग्री है। तो हमको स्टडी करना पड़ेगा बाय पाइथागोरस थ्योरम, बिकॉज आवर टारगेट टू फाइंड आउट द AB. ओके, सो बाय पाइथागोरस थ्योरम what we get, AB square is equals to AC square plus BC square. What is AB square? AB square is equals to AC square plus BC square. AC square मतलब क्या है? Therefore AB square is equals to, we get the AC square मतलब x2 minus x1 whole square. So you get the x2 minus x1 whole square plus BC square मतलब y2 minus y1 whole square. ये किसकी वैल्यू है? AB की. AB square is equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. By taking the square root of AB square is AB. Root of AB square is AB is equals to, take the root, under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Hence we prove the distance between the 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2 is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, this is the very important formula. Next, इसमें क्या है? The distance between the 2 points is under root difference of abscissa square plus difference of ordinate square, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Suppose आपको ये घर पे प्रूव करना है और मुझे भेजना है आपको, आज का आपको असाइनमेंट ऐसा रहेगा. What is the, or you can say the prove that the distance of point P from the origin, the distance of point P from the origin means O से लेके, this one. The distance of point P from the origin, that is OP, is equals to under root x square plus y square. ये आपको प्रूव करना है. The distance of point P x comma y, here you may say the distance of point x comma y from the origin is under root x square plus y square. ये आपको प्रूव करना है. Can you prove it? Same use करना distance formula. Okay, are you got the distance formula? What is the distance formula? The distance of point x1 y1 and x2 y2 is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. और आपको प्रूव करना है the distance of point having coordinates x comma y from the origin is under root x square plus y square. We have to prove it and send it. Please सब के सब प्रूव करो और सब सेंड करो. ओके, थैंक यू. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर विल टेक इन द क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आर बेस्ड अपॉन द डिस्टेंस फार्मूला. ओके, थैंक यू, हैव अ गुड डे.